Oh, look what I can do. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would try my hand at digital art for the very first time. I've never ever done any kind of digital art. I think I might have potentially done like a little course on Photoshop when I was at college, and I can remember I wasn't very good at it and I didn't like it, but that was many years ago, and a lot of things have changed since then. There's a lot of like new technology and stuff like that. That sounds so old. So I bought myself a proper digital art drawn thing, like a pad thing. I don't know what you call it. It's like an iPad but not an iPad. And I'm going to attempt to make something really good. I've always said that digital art has its advantages because of software and technology. However, I still think you need to be like skilled at drawing and stuff like that in order to be good at digital art, and I'm not skilled at drawing. I think it might take me practice to get good at it, but I'm gonna try it, and I think I might create something that's potentially passable today. We'll soon find out. Okay, so this might be a little bit difficult because I've got three things going at once. My main camera, a second camera, and a screen recorder. A lot of potential for things to go wrong. But anyway, this is my little drawing pad that I bought, and it's by Gaomon. I'll just double check what model it was. Okay, so I bought the Gaomon PD1161 11.6 inch drawing tablet, and I'm not sure whether this is like an intermediate kind of drawing pad or whether it's an advanced one. It just had really good reviews, so that's what I bought. But it looks like this, and this is obviously your drawing screen, and then you've got some buttons down here that act as like shortcut keys, so you can do like undo and stuff like that. So that's all fun. The only issue I have with this is I bought it thinking it was going to be like an iPad that I could just use without it having to be plugged into the computer, but that's not the case. With this, it has to be connected to a computer and using a software on the computer. And that's not something I particularly wanted, but never mind. I bought it now, so it is what it is. And the software that I'm using for this is called Krita, and it's basically like a free Photoshop. It got really good reviews and everything like that, so that's why I'm going to use this one. And obviously I have had a little bit of practice. I've got it out the box, I've set it up, I've had like a little doodle and stuff, but I haven't really like made anything substantial. So I'm hoping today is going to be the day. So we'll start something new. Alright. The pen's not working. Oh, the thing is I flipped the screen. I'm gonna have to flip the screen back. I flipped the screen because it worked better because the wires are over that side. But now my cursor's all on the wrong side. Oh, this is not a good start. Like, I'm all the way over there. Menu. Can't remember how I did it. Oh, there we go. Right, I've done it now. Right, so that should be working now. Yeah, that's back to normal. That was my own fault. I flipped the screen and I don't know, it didn't agree with us. Right, so I'm gonna start a new project. It also gives you this little glove to wear, and I don't know why. I don't particularly like it, so I'm not going to wear it. I want a square one. Sometimes it's easier just to put it into the computer. Right, okay, so I've got a blank bit of paper. The thing is, I find it hard to do everything just on the little tablet thing. I think it's good to use a combination of the screen and the tablet. I'm just trying to sort my layers out. Okay, so I've got two layers, and I'm thinking what I want to make is like a little happy apple. I think that'll be cute. Don't you agree? I hope so. Okay, so I finally set it up. It's taken me about 10 minutes. I want to make this background one solid colour. I need like a nice rosy red. There. Red. Great. I think that's what I wanted to do. Did I want to do that? No, I don't think I did want to do that. Go back. I didn't want to do that. I don't know what I'm talking about. What I wanted to do is draw a line. So, we've got lots of different brushes down here, and I'm wanting a normal line. I want it to be black. And you can go in tool options as well. And there's a button somewhere that I saw. Where was it at? It was in here and I've lost it. Okay, I don't know where that tool's gone. But I'm going to draw the outline of my apple. It's taken me over 10 minutes just to get this bit. Okay, so try and draw an outline of an apple on that layer. It didn't connect very well. Go back. I don't want that. Yeah, that's the little option I was talking about. So here, because my pen was dragging, I had it on the stabilizer option, which gives you like a nice smooth line, but it's very delayed. But I don't want that because it's too hard to use, but I'll go for weighted, and then that still creates a nice smooth line. And the cute thing about this as well, this like iPad thing, is this pen, when you're drawing on it, it recognises like how hard you're pressing on. So it gives you like a deeper line or like a thinner line. And I think that's really fun, isn't it? It's kind of like drawing on paper, but obviously not. I could do it zooming in. I can't see what I'm doing. So now draw the outline of the apple. That doesn't look like an apple at all. Go back. Looks slightly more like a pumpkin. Looks way more like a pumpkin. Ah, there's going to be so many digital artists out there that if they see this, they're just gonna hate us. The thing is, everyone has to learn somewhere, and they always have to start off somewhere. And all the professional digital artists will have drawn shitty apples until they got better at it, so it's fine. Now I want to obviously colour the apple in. I just want to do a fill. Okay, that's good. Obviously this stalk isn't supposed to be red, so I need to change that. Oh, what's happened there? No. Go back, I didn't want to do that. Also, if you can hear a loud humming sound, it's because my computer is doing the software for the Krita thing, and it's also doing a screen recording, and it just can't cope. So if you can hear a really loud engine noise, it's just my computer really struggling and trying its best. It's quite nice though, doing digital art. Obviously, I know I haven't done a lot of it yet, but it feels nice. The only issue I had though, is when I was practicing it before, obviously I'm like hunched over, my back was killing. The people who spend hours and hours creating digital works and stuff, because they will spend forever doing it, they must have very bad backs. Oh, cute! Oh, look what I've made, I'm so proud. Look at that! That's an apple with a little stalk. How fun!
Such fun! Such fun!
Now, I think there's like a blending tool. Right, that's dry brush and wet paint. Oh, you can search on it here, let's just check blend. Blender basic, we'll use blender basic. So then if I zoom into here, I should be able to blend this red and brown together. How fun is that? I would never be able to do that with like pen and paper. Oops, I don't know what I've done there. And then if I zoom back out, look how well it's not that well blended. Actually, it's terrible. Let's go back in and do again. That's alright. Looks okay, doesn't it? Okay, and then I need some eyes and a face, obviously. If I'm doing a happy apple, its eyes would be like that, wouldn't it? Oh, cute. And then I want to give it a nice smile. I've gone off the line there. How do I get rid of that? My happy apple's getting there, everyone. It is getting there. It's taken me 22 minutes to get to this step. Obviously an expert digital artist would be able to whip this out in like seconds, wouldn't you? Okay, so now I want to add a little bit of detail. So I want to fill the mouth up. Oh, yes. So cute. Love it. And then I need a black, some teeth. I do enjoy this, mind. I can understand why people do digital art, but it is so hard. Like anyone who shits on digital art and says, oh, it's a piece of piss, it's so easy, anyone can do it. Try it then. It's very hard. And I've probably been one of those people in the past. In fact, I know I have, and it's not as easy as you think. Once you get your head around the software and know where everything is, then you can start to kind of hone in on your skills. I haven't done either of them yet, if you can't tell. I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to practice. I did want to get some more practicing in before I started, but I've been busy. Life gets in the way. Spat all over the screen. Okay, gorgeous mouth. Shall we try a nose? I'll do a little button nose. Oh, cute. I'm gonna try to add some detail. I know, shocking, isn't it? Take that red, but I want to make that red slightly deeper. In fact, I might try a different tool. Let's try the airbrush. Maybe if we do a bit of airbrushing down here. I don't think I like that at all. No, get rid of that. Just don't like it, it looks awful. Oh, how do I redo? Where'd my nose go? Right, so maybe I don't want to do what I did before, and instead, actually, I'll go for light, and then we'll do some little light bits. How does that look? Yeah, that looks a bit shiny. Usually you'd have like a little like squiggle there too. Maybe there's another one there, and like a little bit there. To be fair, it just looks like someone's like had an accident on his head, doesn't it? And got a little bit too excited.
Oh, what's my name? Bill!
See, that's the thing. That's why you need to know how to do these kind of little effects. Just add a little bit more so it doesn't look like dribbles of cum. Do we think that looks like a shiny, like reflective bit? Or do we think that looks like something else? There, that kind of looks alright. I know what it is, so it's fine. And then I would like a thinner line. And I want to go for, actually I'll go for the colour of the stalk. Some little, no, that looks horrible. I'm not doing that. I don't know what I was thinking there. That's a mistake. I think he might... where'd the nose go? I've just realised where'd my nose disappeared to. There's an issue I have when I'm drawing, and I must flick unintentionally, and it keeps registering it. I think my little happy apple's done. I'm pretty pleased with them. So I'm going to save that, and then I want to incorporate my happy apple into like a little landscape. And this should be saved as a PNG file because I've done it on a transparent background. Oh, I love my little happy apple. Ah, so cheerful. So now I want a new image. I don't know what all this 600 ppi means or anything. We'll go 600 ppi, that sounds better. Right, good, we've got a landscape now. Okay, so I want to try and use some different brushes. See, they've got so many different kinds of brushes. It's like so fun. It's ridiculous. Paint. I want some paint brushes. We'll use that one. Then I want a green colour. Oh, this brush is well nice. So I'm thinking we'll do some like nice grass down at the bottom here. Then if I switch to that and then darker green. Look at this. Oh, that's some nice detail. Oh, this is fun. See what I mean though? This'll take like a long time, won't it? I reckon other people who do digital art and do like lovely landscapes and like really nice intricate portraits, they must spend like hours and hours on them, mustn't they? And that's not to mention obviously all the time they've spent honing their skills and practicing and learning new techniques and stuff. I do like the fact that digital art though, it's just a lot less messier. You don't have to clean any brushes or anything like that. I think that's definitely an advantage digital artists have over non-digital artists. Because I absolutely despise cleaning up brushes and paints and stuff. Right, let's have a look at that. That's a nice little patch of grass, isn't it? It's again taken me about 10 minutes to do that. Okay, so now I want to create some sky. I'm just going to do it on a different layer because I've got a layer for grass and that's just a background layer. Ooh, textured would be nice. We'll go for that in a nice light blue, and then we'll do like a nice watercolor sky. Also, if you have any tips for us when it comes to digital art and stuff, feel free to share them in the comments below, because as you can see, I need all the help I can get. But I think I'm getting there. I'm doing something, and that's the thing, if you don't try, you're never going to be able to get good at anything, are you? I suppose also, the same with digital artists and non-digital artists. They'll all have their own different like styles and takes on things, won't they? I don't think there's any kind of right or wrong ways of doing stuff. It's all about experimentation and seeing what you like and what works for you. My happy apple is going to come in. I'm going to do something with it, don't worry. I didn't just make a little happy apple for no reason. Also, another thing recently, I noticed that some of you have left these like super like comments or super thanks comments on some of my videos, and it's basically like a tip. And the thing is, when I get a comment through on YouTube, I get it through like my YouTube app, like my studio app. So I don't realize that you've left me a tip, and some of you have left really generous tips. So I was like super delayed at like saying, oh, thank you so much for the money and how much I appreciate it. So if you've ever left a tip on one of my videos and I've never kind of said thank you for it, it's not because I don't appreciate it. I really do. I really genuinely appreciate it. It's very generous. It's just because I haven't seen it properly, but I'll try and keep my eyes open for them in the future. But also, I would much prefer you to spend your money on crafts and art supplies and all that other good stuff. Don't think you need to waste your money on me and tipping and stuff like that. Like, go buy yourself something nice. Treat yourself.
Mimosas. Treat yourself.
I would much prefer that. I promote treating yourself than tipping me money on these super thanks comment things. But it's very kind of you. I just wanted to say thank you. It's really nice. Very generous. I definitely don't deserve it. Right, some sky. That's a pretty cool looking sky. Look at that. That's well nice. Also, with digital art, I always thought, oh, there's a negative side of it because you can't really get texture and stuff. But you can. Like, look at the texture on that. That's like a proper watercolored 3D-ish looking texture. So now I want to create a apple tree, obviously, because that's when my little happy apple's going to come into play. We obviously need a brown, and we'll go back to that regular pen I had. This apple tree is going to be terrible, mind. It's going to be like a kid's version of an apple tree. Oh, that's awful. Get rid of that. Didn't like that one bit. Right, that looks good. Then, if I reduce the size of that, that's another good thing I like about digital art. You can zoom into stuff. I'm sure my eyes are getting worse. I'm just falling apart, everyone. I'm falling apart. Oh, it's a good looking tree. Well, it's a looking tree. It's not good looking tree. Now I want some leaves, but I want like quite bushy leaves. Textured big. Let's try some of that. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Look at that, how cool is that? Yes, this can be our tree leaf. I know apple trees don't look like this, by the way, so no one say to us that this isn't an apple tree. It's my apple tree. It's a strange looking tree, isn't it? I feel like this is going to be kind of like a Saharan apple tree. I forgot to fill this trunk in. The thing is, there's buttons on this little pen, and one of them clicks the rubber icon, and I keep hitting it by accident. It's looking okay. I kind of want to blend that top part. It's not very nice, does it? Blender blur. Blender blur. Sounds like a person, doesn't it?
Hi, my name's Blender Blur.
Try and blend this in a bit. I know that's going to look awful, but it is what it is. Okay, so now I want to add my little happy apple. I've got my little happy apple that just does not belong in this pin at all. I've drawn it in 2 different styles, but that's fine. Oh, look what I can do. Oh, look, my happy apple's 3D. I didn't know I could do that. That's well fun. And then if I move my happy apple hanging off the tree, and then I want to copy that because I want to give it a friend, and then we'll have another happy apple there, then we'll copy that one, and we're just going to have like a family of little happy apples living in this little, well, this massive apple tree. What are you doing? The software just crashed as I was adding my happy apples. If my tree's gone, I am going to be devastated. It's taken me hours to make that. The auto file can be recovered, but that's not... Oh no, why did it crash for? Back to that. I'm not doing more. I'm not doing more at all. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna add my happy apples. That's why you should always save everything as you go on. I learned it from editing. Always save as you go on. Oh, I'm well pissed off about that. Okay, so there's my final happy apple tree. I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't save all the detail that I added to that tree. I'm devastated. But I'm not doing it again. It takes so long. Obviously, I definitely think I need some practice, but I don't think I'm that bad. I just need to figure out the software a little bit more and, you know, improve my drawing and my skills and all of that kind of stuff, which, well, it's not a big deal, is it? It's not hard at all. So I guess that just about does it for trying digital art for the first time. And I've really enjoyed it. I really have. One thing I've learned today is that I now have the utmost respect for digital artists because it is way harder, way harder than it actually looks. The fact that they spend so much time creating the things that they make and the skill that they have as well, I'm incredibly jealous. I'm so jealous. I wish I could do it, I really do. But if I use my little pad quite often, it's a shame I can't use it in bed. I would like to use it in bed. Not in a dirty way. But if I could like sit down in bed and do some, I think I would learn a lot more over time. I should have bought an iPad. But no, digital art, fantastic. People should never ever shit on digital artists and say that it's easy, a piece of piss, I can do it. If you think you can do it, try it, and I guarantee you'll struggle, or you won't be able to do it, or you'll just realise how complicated and how harder than it looks it is. It's challenging. That's the word I would describe it as, challenging. In a different way to how regular painting is. They're just 2 very different things. Both of them have got advantages, both of them have got disadvantages. There's one thing that underpins both of them, and you have to be talented. And do I have talent? I'm talented in other things. I don't know what they are, but you know, I haven't discovered what I'm talented at yet, but I'll figure it out one of these days. But anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for a brand new video.